Hey, just a quick message here to give you an overview of the job application process. This unit follows naturally from your career research papers. Now we're going to pretend that we are actively searching for a job within your career cluster. So, obviously there's a bevy of resources on here, including video lectures about exactly what we'd like you to do, some other helpful kind of FYI videos down here, and then another resource packet they're available to you. So if you click on the Unit 3 Get the Job presentation, what's going to come up is essentially this batch of Google Slides that is going to be both informational but also tell you exactly what you need to do for the process. At the end of this process, you're going to have 5 things that you have completed and 5 different things that you've basically turned in that are going to be due whenever your instructor indicates they are due. But you'll have many days in the lab, and I'm going to give you kind of a basic overview of what you should be doing each day. So your first day is just kind of like looking at a big approach to the process itself. You're going to do a little bit of research, like trying to figure out how people you know maybe have received their jobs. So maybe put a Google Doc together or write in your notes, answer these questions. And so finding job applications, maybe you filled out applications before, try and seek out some new ones, and then obviously more and more questions to follow. At the end of day 1, you can find at least 2 examples of something called a cover letter, because that's what your day 2 target is, to create one of those. So why do we do it? What are the 3 parts? That sort of thing. And then creating a first draft of your cover letter. So, and then usually what follows in the slides are maybe some examples. Here's one example of some person's cover letter, and then obviously remember that there are the resource files. There's the packet and the videos there, which have plenty of examples. So the job that we are applying for is to be a teacher's assistant for a high school teacher in the subject of your choice. You have to consider what kind of responsibilities or what experiences can help you. So that's the job that you're going to pretend to be applying for when we go through this entire process. So keep that in mind as you're putting together your cover letter. Here's what you need to do for your cover letter. Review the information on that slide. At the end of day 3, then, now that you have a cover letter, obviously what goes after the cover letter is the resume. So answer these questions about resumes in general, find some examples of resumes, and then we obviously want you to do that. Remember that a resume is simply just what you've done in the past and what you can bring to the position itself. So make sure that you follow these parameters here, and then you'll have plenty of examples from doing your research before. Here's some other messages about that, and obviously some other examples there. The final draft must include these, so make sure you keep these in mind as you go through it. Day 4, now that you have your cover letter and your resume, you'll be looking at a job application. Your instructor will provide the final one for you by before this time. However, you've been doing some research already on those, and so keep these things in mind as you follow along there. By day 5, you'll be conducting a part of an interview. Answer these questions here about interviews in general. And then click on here, because that'll bring you up to a Google Doc which asks you to put together basically a video response in a mock interview there. The rest of us are going to critique it, so make sure you put together a good product for us. Some tips down here to follow, right? And by day 6, let's say the interview went okay, you're going to have to put together a thank you letter, right? And this is just kind of the capstone of everything there. And that is thanking your interviewee for the opportunity and then discussing kind of what the next steps are there. There's some things to consider when you're putting together your thank you letter as well. So again, the combination of this, this presentation and these video lectures, right, which take you through it, these kind of helpful FYI resources and videos down here, and then this job application process resources, you should have plenty of stuff to go on there. Good luck. Go get them.